Welcome to Arizona Living. I'm your host, Danielle Lerner, and today we're at the Crayola Experience in Chandler, showing you all of the colorful family fun. But before we start to explore, here's a look at what's coming up on the show. A school where character education plays a key role. We celebrate 50 years with Changing Hands Bookstore in our Arizona Legacy series. Plus, what you should know before getting a home water filtration system. That and much more coming up on Arizona Living. We are here at the Crayola Experience in Chandler, and joining me now is Mallory Anthony. Thanks so much for having us out today.
Thanks for having me.
So this is truly a colorful, incredible place for family fun. For anyone who hasn't had the opportunity to be here and check it out for themselves, tell us a little bit about the Crayola Experience.
Crayola Experience is Arizona's most colorful family destination. We are celebrating 5 years this year, and we're bringing the magic of Crayola to life.
Yeah, I was thinking, I can't believe it's been 5 years. I remember when this spot first opened. How have you seen this place grow and change over the years as more families get to enjoy it?
Well, it's really great having so many families become annual pass holders. We've seen them come in daily, and we've gotten new attractions coming all the time and takeover events. We've just really seen it grow.
Yeah, you have so many attractions here for families to check out. What are some of your most popular?
Well, we have 15 attractions for you to play around in. All of them are pretty popular, but to name a few, our Wrap It Up machine, wrapping and naming your own crayon. We have our drip art, and you can put down a mold of a crayon, and it'll come into a keepsake item that you can take home and really color with. And then you can take things through a spin. We have lots of keepsake items that you can play with. And then our Be a Star, starring in your own coloring page, are some of my favorites.
I know summer is coming quick, the temperatures are heating up. This is a wonderful spot to escape the heat for the summer. Do you have anything new that families can look forward to?
I'm excited to say we have a new attraction coming this summer called Cartoon Creator. Kids will be able to watch our Crayola bot transform a digital picture of them into a cartoon sketch. They'll take their sketch over to our Colors of the World wall, where they can match up their skin tone and make themselves into their own hero of a story.
So much to do here for families of all ages, really. If someone's going to come out here, any advice for planning their day? You know, what sorts of things should they take into account?
We see families come in anywhere from 2 to 5 hours, enjoy the space. It's free to roam, so you can go at your own pace, but we're really the great place to beat the heat this summer.
Absolutely. And you mentioned some takeover events. You guys have special events. Can you talk a little bit about that and how folks can kind of stay up to date on those?
Yeah, they should always check out our website at crayolaexperience.com/Chandler. We have 2 craft themes coming this summer, Colorful Safari, and then an underwater sea adventure at Sea Voyage. And we have different takeovers like our Screaming Green Hauntoween coming this fall.
Fun. And as you look around here, there's a lot of history as well, not just the fun and the attractions, but kind of nostalgic for folks, remembering their first box of Crayolas.
They always remember their first box, the 64 count Crayola box, the smell that the crayons bring to you as a child. So seeing families kind of experience that together, the magic that it brings, is always really inspiring.
And I know you're always looking to create wonderful memories and experiences for families, but really people of all ages. So do you have any special offers coming up that folks at home can maybe take advantage of?
Yes. Father's Day is coming up, so dads will be able to get in for free for the weekend. Our best offer is $3 off online. You save when you buy ahead. And our annual passes are really great because they pay for themselves after 2 visits. They get member-only discounts in our food and beverage and in the store. And they get access to exclusive events like our pass holder nights.
Well, we can't thank you enough for having us out here, Mallory. And if any of you at home would like more information or to check out some of those special events she mentioned, just head to their website. We're introducing you to a school where character, education, and leadership skills are at the heart of what they teach their students.
We we have Imagine schools all across the valley and throughout the country, in fact. There are some similarities, one school to another, in that we all have the shared values of justice, integrity, and fun. We are all very highly focused on ensuring that we use evidence-based instructional practices in our curriculum. But we are not a cookie-cutter organization, and so each of our campuses does have a bit of a difference to it. Our campuses are designed to meet the needs of each individual community, and we strive to do that in the way that we work with families and educate our children. We believe very strongly in the importance of character education and developing character amongst the children who attend our schools. And a large part of that reason is research shows and bears out that there is a great correlation between strong character traits and academic success, or success in life overall. We also really strive to develop leadership skills in our students, and it is also true that strong leaders depend a great deal on a strong character. And so when we look at the prospects of academic success, success in life, and then also developing leaders, character becomes extremely important in our environment. Our students start out their day oftentimes with a morning meeting, an opportunity to just check in with their teacher and their classmates, and to kind of get in the right frame of mind for the day, and in that way that they're going to work together throughout the day collaboratively. But additionally, students, it's very important that they have the opportunity to be in less structured times throughout the day so that they socialize. And so we have a couple of recesses built into the day. Our students also attend specials classes and electives classes, and those classes help to, again, educate the whole child and expose students to experiences that they might not have otherwise. To me, it is really important that in our environment, everybody be seen and recognize one another. I think that's really important, and I think that because we do that as adults, we see kids reciprocating that, and it's really neat to see them recognizing one another, valuing one another in that way. For anyone that is interested in Imagine schools and learning more about our schools, I would encourage them to find the school in their area, go to that school and take a tour, but they can learn about all of our schools and Imagine schools in general at our website.
Crayola Experience has 20,000 square feet of attractions, so plan to spend at least 2 to 3 hours to really immerse yourself in all the fun. Everything is self-guided, so you can go at your own pace. Don't go away, we'll have more Arizona Living coming up next. Changing Hands Bookstore celebrates 50 years in the Valley and the benefits of a water filtration system. Parker & Sons is celebrating 50 years serving Arizona homeowners, and they want to include you in the celebration. For their 50th anniversary, Parker & Sons would like you to share acts of kindness. They want to collaborate with local nonprofits and organizations to make an impact in the community. Head to the website to submit your act of kindness and join Parker & Sons in making a difference.
Explore the Southwest style that makes the Grand Canyon State so unique on Arizona Living. Host Danielle Lerner takes to the road to showcase the people, places, and culture at the heart of our state, while offering up some exciting ideas for your next getaway. Arizona Legacy is supported by these sponsors.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Cummings Plumbing, the best plumber in Tucson with over 35 years of experience. And Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you've been injured, get justice with Sweet James.
In April of 1974, school volunteers came together to create a spot that reflected their love of books and community service. Well, that vision became Changing Hands Bookstore. In our Arizona Legacy series, we celebrate 50 years of this beloved community hub.
Changing Hands Bookstore is a multitude of things. It is a community gathering space, it is a bookstore, it is an event space, it is a place to buy that ideal gift. We very much see ourselves as a community gathering space where people come to escape the world and engage with the world at the very same time. Changing Hands began in 1974. The original owners were Gail Shanks and Tom Broderson. They were two school teachers who weren't really excited about teaching, and they wanted to have a place where people shared ideas and exchanged books. And they started as a used bookstore, thus the name Changing Hands Bookstore, with the idea that books change hands. They started with $500 to buy inventory of a store that was going out of business, and they started in 500 square feet. Then it just kept growing from there. The idea that books shape minds, books help us get information. So they're in the nature of reading a book, you're learning something new, you're challenging your idea. Well, then once you do that, you need to engage with others to say, is this true? What do you think about that? Once you're reading, your mind is expanded. You're sharing universal experiences. You're experiencing experience of another through the written word. And then the idea of we started really focusing energy into bringing speakers in, from poets to politicians to former presidents to activists to people who did tarot card readings. And what we loved about that is not only were they sharing their ideas, but by having an audience, there was this community conversation around the ideas. We do all kinds of events. So of course we love the author events when somebody comes out with a brand new book and they speak on it, because in part you've got people, especially young people, who've read those books, and these people are their heroes because they touched them in some way and they get to meet them. And those are some of the most remarkable moments to watch, getting to meet a hero of yours in an intimate way, right? Because a lot of these authors aren't that place yet where you're 2,000 people foot away from them. You actually are 20 feet away from them. But then we also will do a lot of self-created events. We do some things that, I would almost coin as a teach-in. How do you address writing a cover letter? We do writing workshops. But, how can you become a better citizen? We very much advocate and fight for human rights, and we know that our place is to become a bit of a teach-in, where we can help people learn ways to engage in their communities. But then we'll have story times and crafting events. And at our other location, we have a beer and wine bar. So we will have wine tasting events and beer tastings. As we grew our events program, it very much started, we were in the 1970s, so it started with a lot of local authors. But then we knew that to really compete, to really become the community event center that we wanted to become, we had to start going after national authors. And that was a lot of work. I came on and with the intention of growing our author program. And I had to convince, these publishers in New York that we had an airport, that LA was not our closest airport, that we were not a flyover state. Lucky for us, there were some amazing bookstores in our region, such as Tattered Cover in Denver, that had a robust author program. So we were able to just start saying, we know we can sell this many books, we know we can get this amount of people, and a few authors at the beginning took a chance on Arizona. So it was one of those 20 years overnight successes of becoming a place where renowned speakers came to visit. We absolutely pride ourselves in being a generational space, and I could speak to the fact that now that we're 50 years, we actually have employees working here who their first time in our store was in their mom's belly. We want to represent our entire community, and that is a challenge that we accept and we want to do well, and I think that what makes us a community space and so generational is that we try to offer everything for everyone, but you really can grow up here. And I think the other thing it speaks to is we are in many ways trying to be many things under one roof, which is both a place to escape the world when it can be really hard, but a place to learn more about the world when it can be really hard. So having Changing Hands just turned 50, and what I hope on the ground level is we have another 50 years here. I hope that we can find the future leadership, which we see here every day, who will take over this store into the future. And what I certainly hope of that future leadership is that we continue to be as responsive to our changing and evolving community, and we're able to balance the needs of our community and the needs of being a sustainable business. Being part of Changing Hands is humbling. I very much feel like a steward of a place and a time. When things come up in our community that are difficult, I love the fact that we get to say, how do we help? And by being part of an independent bookstore, we get to say, how do we help? One of the important things about independent bookstores is that we matter, and we know we matter, and we survive when our community knows that we matter. You know, to our community that has kept us here, and it is the only reason we are here, it is thank you, thank you, thank you. Because when somebody does shop in an independent bookstore, they're making a choice to keep us here.
While you're at the Crayola Experience, make sure you stop by the Crayola store. They have so much stuff, and it's a great way to commemorate your special visit with something unique. Don't go away. We have more Arizona Living coming up next. We learn how to design for the sign of Gemini, plus getting a water filtration system for your home. Parker & Sons is celebrating 50 years serving Arizona homeowners, and they want to include you in the celebration. For their 50th anniversary, Parker & Sons would like you to share acts of kindness. They want to collaborate with local nonprofits and organizations to make an impact in the community. Head to the website to submit your act of kindness and join Parker & Sons in making a difference.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts, examines popular fitness trends, and explores new treatments for common conditions. Discover how the choices we make in our daily lives directly affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for leading a healthier life. Watch Your Health Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday only on YourView, or stream it online at yourview.com.
Good water is crucial for our homes, and a quality water filtration system can get you just that. The experts at Right Way tell us what to think about when selecting a system.
Water coming from a municipality is safe to consume based on the standards. They put chlorine or chloramines in the water to make it get to the home without any viruses or contaminants in the water. It's going to kill that. It's good to get to the home, but once it reaches your home, it's a good idea to remove the chlorine from the water. You do breathe it when you're showering and drinking. In some municipalities, there's as much chlorine in the potable water as there is in a public swimming pool. So traditional water softener is a salt system. It is the only way to actually remove hardness in the home because it's due to an ion exchange. There's media inside the tank that the hardness actually attracts the hardness and it regenerates. That's the salt water. It washes the media with the salt water, releases the particles from the beads, and then so it's ready to make soft water again. Water filtration actually, the systems we have is a chlorine and polyphosphates, so it's going to remove the chemicals, and the polyphosphates make the water not as aggressive. So it's not going to etch into your appliances, and it's easily wiped away and washed down the drain. Another issue you may find in your home is a running toilet is most likely due to chlorine that is deteriorating a flapper or another seal inside the toilet. And also the float on the fill valve can get stuck due to hardness on the shaft. Some of the issues with water heaters is scale buildup in the bottom, so you're going to lose efficiency because it's trying to heat through the sediment in the bottom as well, especially for a gas one. And an electric type water heater, the element, there's two elements. The one on the bottom does most of the work, so if it's engulfed in the sediment, it's going to be working hard trying to heat through that. To correct this issue, it's a good idea to flush your water heater at least annually and have it inspected. So the type of inspections we do for water heaters on a tank type, if it's gas, we'll inspect the gas lines, make sure that it's done to code, the venting is done to code. We will drain it to help get the sediment out and to extend the life of your water heater. Maintaining a tankless water heater, it is recommended by manufacturers to flush it annually to get rid of the scale buildup on the heat exchanger, which is the main component of the tankless water heater. So if you're interested in going from tank to tankless, it is a much more efficient appliance. You're not heating the water when you're not using it, you're only heating it when you turn on a faucet. You're drawing from the hot water, it's going to fire. Longer extended warranty, usually about double of a tank water heater. They're not always on, say it's 200,000 BTU tankless water heater, you're not always using 200,000 BTUs. It just depends on how much water you're using. For any repairs or upgrades in your home, feel free to call Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today.
Don't go away. We have much more from the Crayola Experience in Chandler coming up. We get design advice for the air sign of Gemini.
Arizona Legacy, recognizing businesses serving Arizona for over 30 years.
We continue our series on designing for your zodiac sign, and this month the experts at American Furniture Warehouse are focusing on Gemini, also known as the twin sign.
Welcome back to our Zodiac Room series, and we are in Gemini season. Their sign is represented by twins, and this room is full of pairs. We have 2 of the same rugs, 2 of the same end tables, 2 of the same accent chairs, 2 of the same lamps, and also 2 of the same pieces of art. Geminis are most compatible with Aries. They like angular lines, sharp edges, and the end table and coffee table in the space has the combination of both. We have the base that is angular, contrasted by the round shape of the coffee table top. Geminis are known to be the life of the party. They love to gather with their close friends and family, and this console is actually the perfect piece to hold puzzles, board games, anything that the Geminis want to do to bring everyone together. As always, you can find everything in this room and more at afw.com or in store.
We'd like to thank everyone here at Crayola Experience in Chandler for hosting us. If you would like more information or to check out some of their fun upcoming events, just head to their website. I'm Danielle Lerner, and we'll see you next time on Arizona Living, where we help you live an inspired life.